Hi there folks, and welcome to the What Solutions for this week's The Daily Rigour, issue number 243. So in our first story, apparently there's been a new shade of white, believe it or not, which is meant to reflect 98% of sunlight, and it's actually meant to potentially help save energy and fight climate change. So we have to write this figure as a fraction in its simplest form. So of course 98% means 98 out of 100. And we can simplify this fraction by dividing top and bottom by 2. So 98 divided by 2 is 49, and 100 divided by 2 is 50. So in its simplest form, it's 49 over 50. Okay, so into our entertainment story. So a rare Superman comic has now sold for a record amount. So it was sold for 10 cents originally in 1938 and fetched 32.5 million times this amount at the recent sale. So how much did it sell for in pounds and pence? Well, first of all, we'll have to do dollars because it starts off with cents. Now, similar to pounds and pence, there are 100 cents in every dollar. So 10 cents would be like a tenth of a dollar, and a tenth, of course, is a decimal is 0.1. That's how we could write 10 cents there. If it's sold for 32.5 million times this amount, we can then multiply by 32.5 million, which of course is 32,500,000. And because we've written the 10 cents in dollars, our final answer will be in dollars, $3,000,250,000. So to change this into pounds and pence, we need to then divide by the exchange rate, which is 1.38. And when we do that, we just need to make sure our final answer is rounded to 2 decimal places, as we always do for money. So that's £2,355,072.46. Incidentally enough, the guy that sold it actually made a profit of around $1 million. Anyway, the big story of the week, and it had to be covered, of course, Marks and Spencer's legal action against Aldi for his Cuthbert the Caterpillar cake, which they say looks quite similar to Colin the Caterpillar. So if you can see his face there, he's meant to be quite similar. But if that's the case, surely Cecil is as well. I think Cecil's quite similar. So anyway, so we're linking this to food waste. So 6.7 million tonnes of food is wasted each year in the UK alone. So how many Colin the Caterpillar cakes would be needed to give a party of 27 a slice each? So if the Marks and Spencer's Colin the Caterpillar serves 10, then for everyone to get a slice we'd need 10, 20, 30 slices, which would then be 3 cakes. Now in terms of how many slices would be left over, well, we did say that 3 cakes would be 30 slices, and if we take away the 27, that's 3 slices left over. And I'll be brutally honest, at Rigour Boy, my son's birthday party, I'm always one of those people queuing for those extra slices. So part C, how many Cecil cakes would we need to feed this party of 27? So Cecil from Waitrose serves 12. So if we count up in 12s, it'd be 12, 24, 36. So 24 isn't enough, so we need to get 3 cakes again. And again, in terms of how many are left over, well, that comes to 36 slices. So if we take the 27 away, that would be 9 slices left over. So from an economic point of view, to not waste food, it would be better in that case to go for a Colin the Caterpillar cake. So E, what would be the best cake to buy for a party of 42 people, to give them each a slice with the fewest number of slices left over? So for Colin the Caterpillar, you could only buy 40 or 50 slices, so that's going to be quite a lot left over if you went for 50. So any of the cakes that serves 12, it'd be 12, 24, 36, 48. So that'd be 6 slices left over, a wee bit better. But if we look at Wiggles, the 14 one, it's 14, it's 28, and then it's 42. So 3 Wiggle cakes are the best combination to buy because you'd have 0 slices left over. Well done if you answered that right, and we'll watch that court case drama with great interest over the next wee while. Okay, final story from technology. Yahoo Answers is shutting down, probably due to all the other services now that exist, which like Google and things that you can type in questions to. But the most frequently asked maths question in the history of Yahoo Answers is, what is 0 divided by 0? So can you work out what the answer is? So we usually think of dividing as in sharing between people. So how would you share 0 sweets amongst 0 people? I mean, the whole question doesn't make sense, does it? And indeed, if you type 0 divided by 0 into your calculator, you'd find that you would get maths error as the answer, or error, or something like that. And that's because dividing by 0 is what we call in maths as undefined. Well, it's undefined for real numbers anyway. In other words, it cannot be done. So we'll tell you a wee bit more about that answer in a wee bit more detail when you're a bit further on in your maths journey. But there you have it, folks. That was our word solutions for this week. We hope you enjoyed answering these questions, and stay tuned for next week's edition, when we're going to be looking at more stories for the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and bye for now.